All right, I'm here with Joe Dowse, one of my favorite names in the whole industry, by the way.
Thank you very much.
At the Xcite Automotive booth. And, this has been just the craziest show, and it's great to see all the energy around your booth. This is kind of, how long have you been CEO now?
All of 60 days.
Okay, I knew it was real fresh. I didn't know how fresh.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh.
So they basically said, here's a show. We're going to throw in a major weather disaster, and let's see how you do.
Yep, and we got here. Only had to go from Portland to LAX to Atlanta to Baton Rouge and then drive down.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, it's easy.
No problem. No problem at all.
So tell me the history of the company, because 60 days in, you're a long time in the industry. How long have you been in the industry?
About 20 years, but I helped start this company 16 years ago.
Get out of here! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was I was employee number 4 at this company 16 years ago, and and
then you said that's not how I would have done it.
And then I had to come back.
And then you came back and like, crap, they kind of did it the right way.
Yeah, they did. But no, it's been an awesome 60 days. We got a great team. We got pretty much our whole ELT here, and we're just vibing and figuring out how to grow this thing bigger.
Okay, so tell me the story about what the focus has been like for the last year that put you on the trajectory you're on now.
Yeah, for sure. So background is we started out as just pure lot service providers. We kind of morphed into, we're in 48 states, we got 1,200-ish employees, boots on the ground, creating content every day, cleansing data, creating the awesome views that we get, and merchandising for dealerships. But we added on a ton of software layers that creates 360 spins, AI-powered background removals, and then we also have 12 years of VIN data, so we can recall a Monroney sticker in an instant, which just creates a ton of data value and interest in not only just for direct to dealers, but our technology is agnostic, so we can work with anybody here if they need that data to merchandise for their customers.
That's one of the things that has been kind of an Achilles heel for the industry is the lack of data sharing, and that's been a big topic of conversation. So it's refreshing to hear a lot of this new wave of we have this data. How can we partner with other industry partners to make sure the dealer gets what they need?
Yeah, and it's to be totally honest, we got 1,200 employees and we got 2 salespeople. I'll count myself as a half salesperson.
Okay, we'll give you half.
But that's something we got to work on. But yeah, the sky's the limit for us right now on vehicle merchandising, and we've just kind of been sitting on all this valuable data and this vertically integrated tech stack that we're really excited to get out in the market here in the next year.
I spent a lot of my early career, some people don't know this, I had a reconditioning business, so I spent a lot of time on dealer lots. I think you have a really unique position where you have people out in and on the front lines and creating content, like you said. And you still have the tech stack. How do you feel like that positions you in a good way?
Well, it's hard to create that big of a footprint, right?
Right. Logistically speaking, managing people, multiple markets.
And our op group is amazing. We're super efficient. We're always trying to optimize, make sure that we service customers extremely well. But that we do have an embarrassment of riches on content, man. We're taking thousands of photos a day, thousands of vehicles a day. And then have the data to back up what that car actually is and what makes it valuable.
Do you think that the fact that you are on the lot and in the offices, do you think that moving forward that is going to become more valuable? Because it's creating content's a challenge, right? And so we see these pressures, and that solves a very unique problem, right? Yeah. Being there on the lot. However, right now you have all these other products coming in that say we can generate an artificial version of the car, which is really complicated when it's a used car.
Right. And we may or may not be working on that.
Okay. Well, we won't tell anybody. We won't even tell anybody. And here's kind of how I see that, and is that you have these multiple solutions. Everyone's thinking about AI in different ways, and the ways sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't help.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of dealers who are hesitant to embrace AI technology.
Yeah. Well, and I think one thing that we've sort of buried the lead on historically, which I've learned in 60 days, is we have AI damage detection. So let's say you set up a guy in your service lane, goes around, does a quick 360.
Oh, this is like an incidental find? that you're like, oh, we can do that?
We can do that. It's like, oh, and then you see a scraped up rim.
Yeah.
And the AI will power that. So not only can we remove backgrounds, not only can we do 360 spins, but we can also essentially like create damage detection at the dealership level.
What is one of the questions or the biggest challenges when a dealer comes to your front door and says, okay, we want to look at the product, this looks like a good fit? Do you think is like the biggest one or two challenges that they're fighting with that makes them want to take on your solution?
Well, I think the big thing is when you have 16 years of lot services, you kind of get viewed as a lot services company. So one of our big initiatives is sort of to not necessarily rebrand, but just repackage our software in a way that makes us an end-to-end solution. And that's sort of the big 25 initiative for us.
There you go. That's exciting too, because
that's why we named the company that.
I know. It's exciting. I didn't even do that on purpose. That's, I think, one of the benefits of coming in with fresh eyes. But with a depth of understanding of the product and the industry in general.
I spent 10 years in SaaS.
Right. So when you came in, you're like, let's look at this software.
Let's get on this software thing.
Oh, we can sell it in this way now.
Exactly.
It's a brilliant way. Well, I'm going to use the word exciting again. It's exciting to see you again. It's been a while since you and I have talked. Actually.
For sure.
And I love the fact that you're in this. It's an industry that's close to my heart. Anything that's lot services related. So looking forward to seeing what you do in 2020 for sure. And this whole rebrand, remessaging, and I think people are going to find out.
Yeah, it's good to see you, brother.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.